Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's all right. We're out and about. And let's say we're out and about. I'm a long way from home today for two reasons. Of course, the first is photography, but the second isn't second. The second is the reason why we're here. We're very close to Roseberry Topping. Oh. And we're starting this video off today, as always, with my style of not knowing what, when, where and how will happen, apart from one definite. Because today we're heading to Danby and we're going to Simon Baxter and Joe Cornish's exhibition. Very excited is an understatement. That's the reason why we're here, to see this fabulous exhibition and listen to Mark Littlejohn live and direct a talk tomorrow on Sunday. Things are opening up, very harsh light. I say good morning, but we are about 11 o'clock now and we're just filtering through the foot of this woodland at Roseberry Topping Hill, which by the way is quite striking. First time here and I didn't realise it was so pointy like, quite big, wonderful. Don't think we'll be topping out today. Let me just get her in the shade if I can find any. There we go. So it's predominantly woodland because, well, we're going to see the master, although he probably won't like me saying that because he is such a down-to-earth, lovely guy, Simon Baxter. If you don't know of his photography, where have you been? You must be from Mars. He is superb woodland photographer. And Joe Cornish, a master. Yes, I'll say that, and I don't normally like that term for a photographer, but when you've been doing it as long as that gentleman, he has earned that right. Without a doubt. What a refreshing change. He has indeed earned that right as a master in landscape photography. I'm very excited as well to see his work today. So let's head off into this woodland, get a bit deeper and see what big gnarly chaps we can find along the way. And I don't mean Mikey.
Morning.
There's so much wildlife and noises. Beautiful, beautiful woodland this. Coming seeing an exhibition by one of my heroes, all round top chap, Simon Baxter. As they say, do as the Romans do. When in Rome, all that, you know what I mean. So we're here in thick of it, and it's starting to, I can't say open up, should I say close up, where there's some bigger trees and really shapely, lovely characters appearing within parts and patches of shade and light. So it's very hard to shoot because of that. Very harsh light. There's no cloud and it's just a beautiful walk. So this is Saturday and we're going to see the exhibition and Mark Littlejohn's talk on Sunday. So there's no rush, which is great. Just heading over to the exhibition later today, or that way, meeting up with a couple of friends who we've seen this morning, Tom and Steve. Good Steve Bennett, Tom Blockley. Great photographers. Go and check them out. Links down below. They've been out a couple of times with us, part of a little Instagram group that we have. Lovely times had with these chaps, so please go and have a look at the photography. Buy Steve's book. So you can see where Mikey stood there. He's being framed by these gnarly oaks. But look at this scene. This is mainly turning into a scouting trip. We've come up an embankment away from the path. We've took an off-piste route and I just love this scene in front of me. It's almost like a heroine of a dead tree flinging its flailing arms towards, and looping over the scene, framing it. But it's so harsh, this will be a record shot. We've just walked through 8-foot bracken to just appear out into this. Wow. Wow. But as you can see, we're fighting against the light, and the conditions is extremely harsh and contrasty. But look at that for a tree. Isn't that beautiful? I've said this in a couple of videos. I'm not quite sure what attracts me, whether it's the texture, the patterns. But I didn't say in the last video where I was talking about trees is the character. If there is such a thing as personality in nature, right there, right now in front of you is a real powerful, strong character, an image. Beautiful. The question is, do we bother to raise camera in these conditions? Well, my answer to that is, you're damn right we do. It'll certainly be a hard job editing them, and now I've put the imagery and thoughts of Simon Baxter in your head, I'm not doing myself any favours. But we're not here to copy, that's for certain. And something I would never do is copy someone else's work. But to be influenced by and inspired and give you impetus and make you want to get out and shoot, which I hope, as some of you have said, for some reason I tend to do that. That's one of the things that is all about, really. If you think I've helped you in any way to get out and shoot, job done. Look at this character. Well, I reckon in the right conditions this would be one magical, absolutely beautiful composition. Put my teeth back in. Roseberry topping in the distance, lots of zigzag, lots of line. Let me just bring the exposure down for you a little bit, there you go. And these beautiful larch. Now, me and Mikey's having a debate. I'm at 15 milli, crop sensor equivalent to about, what, 21, 22? And I want to get all that tree in, but do you know what? I'm just being greedy. There's the composition, ladies and gentlemen. I think about the 16:9 cut top of that tree. It's pointing in, zigzaggy lines up to the roseberry topping. Job done. Right, we're going to have another debate now, because no doubt many have shot this, but we think the gentleman that we're going visiting tomorrow, Mr. Joe Cornish, has taken this shot in much better conditions than we're getting today. So I'm going to leave you here for a while and keep mooching and have a little refreshment break. It's like being on holiday, this. Thanks for coming along today, joining us, and hopefully I'll get some footage when we're in the exhibition. Of course, being respectful to the gentleman that we're going seeing. I was unsure whether to even vlog it and just mention it, because I don't really like doing that. I want to focus on what the gentlemen have put on these walls and the effort they've put into it. So this could be the last you'll see of me till tomorrow, possible sunrise, and then after that some bits and spats to just show you the place, the venue, and some of the wonderful images, and then that's it. There'll be no talking. Out of respect, I think it's the right thing to do. I don't agree in going in these places and giving it all that. Oh, I'm going to vlog here. We're coming here for a reason. We've drove for you know, a long way to see this exhibition, and that's the right thing to do in my eyes. So I don't know what am I going. I don't know where I'm going, and I've not even got my tripod out yet. So I'm gonna go now, and we'll see you in a bit. To you, it'll be a second. To me, it'll probably be 4 hours. A sandwich, a bottle of pop, maybe a cup of tea after. Sithee. So sometimes when you head out, you never know what you're going to be faced with. And this morning and to mid-afternoon, it was so harsh at the Woodland at Roseberry Topping. It was so difficult. high contrast, lots of blotches of light, a great recce. I think I got one shot, but you get a gut feeling, a gut reaction, and both me and Mikey, link down below, the link down below for Mikey, Steve Bennett and Tom Blockley. If you don't, I'll know, because he'll tell me. So go and have a look. Anyway, I digress. There's a good feeling here. We've walked into this area and it just feels so right. But we have got dying light, and the guys are getting excited about something here. I'm missing out. So let me go and nick all the compositions. See you in a bit. Walked 50 yards.
As many as that?
It's not that, is it? Wow. And it's probably a shot to nothing, but yeah, the twists and shapes, and as Tom's just said, say it again.
It's good fun.
And what do you think?
I don't think it's a shot to nothing. I think there's a shot here.
Always controversial, Mikey. Steve, what do you think?
I'll let you know when I get home and...
Pure diplomat there.
Wonderful at the moment.
He's running for councillor. Here we go. Beautiful. Right, let's get a shot. See you, folks. What you're witnessing is 4 men walking to the doom. What Mikey doesn't realise is the pub is actually a machine that's going to turn us all into pre-packed, automated meat machine back at the farm. This is just bear with me. Ignore the can in my hand. It's got nothing to do with how much I've had to drink. I'm telling you, I've only had 1, 2. So, story for you. We're walking across a field. We sees the farmer, and at this farmer's there's a machine. It's like a self-serve meat machine for barbecuing, and we've realised that he sent us into that woodland, what you've witnessed with the beautiful trees, because at the end of it, he's got this machine in the pub that's going to chop us all up into little pieces so he can restock his self-serve meat machine. I think it's a Hollywood blockbuster. What do you think? We're going to end the video here because, as you can see, things are going off-piste, and one's slightly inebriated. I hope you've enjoyed this melee of madness as much as I have making it. I'll be back tomorrow, show you some little clips, and what are we doing tomorrow? Are we going? What are we doing? What's happening tomorrow?
I don't know. We're doing photography.
So tomorrow, it's Mark Littlejohn's talk.
Oh yeah, Mark Littlejohn's doing a talk.
And an exhibition.
Simon Baxter and Joe Cornish's exhibition.
Joe Cornish and Simon Baxter. Age Before Beauty. Joe Cornish and Simon Baxter's exhibition. So thanks so much for being a part of this madness today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Sithee. Cheers, Sithee. Sithee, cheers. Welcome back. Day 2. The day of the exhibition. And where are we? Well, it's 7 o'clock in the morning and we're in a very, very unique woodland. Ooh. And what a difference a bit of a kippet van makes in getting up to rain, heavy cloud, muted light, scenes like this. Oh, look at that tree. That's a beauty. I've already got a shot up there. I didn't talk you through it. And I thought I'd just wander on down here, and there's 2 bridleways, and we're finding our way through this quite unique woodland. It's cow trampled, but very little else has been down here. But there's a lot of unique characters. That, what we was talking about, what draws you, attracts you to a tree. Wow, there's quite a few in here. So I'm gonna leave you for now while I get this shot, and then we'll have we'll carry on the chat in a minute and tell you what's happening before we go and say goodbye. Oh, this is quite a special place, but too many horseflies. Ooh. Sithee in a bit. I'm going to end it here. I'm not sure if I'll take you in the exhibition, as I've said. So we're going to call it, I'm going to call it the end. And what a fantastic 2 days. Well, 2 days. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. It's got to take some editing, so bear with. I hope you've enjoyed it and you've got this far. And if you've got this far, don't leave now, because I've got a feeling I might have 1 or 2 shots that I'm quite fond of. Don't forget Tom Blockley, Mikey Swales, Twa Dogs, and Steve Bennett on Instagram. The links are down below. Go and have a look at these chaps' photography, and give them a like, give them a comment, and feast your eyes, because no doubt they'll be posting their pictures to this long before me, but you'll only see this now in the future. I am starting to get very excited, and not just because of the photography of today. As you know, did I say I'm going to the Joe Cornish and Simon Baxter exhibition? Yeah, and that Little John talk. Oh, why? These are the days that you really look forward to. And then you find a woodland like this where it's worth getting eaten alive for. Incredible. So, well, if you've liked this, hit subscribe. And if you want to see more, hit the notification bell. And well, there's only one thing left to say. From North Yorkshire somewhere, a woodland I'll probably struggle to find again. Yeah, there's only one thing left to say, and that's Sithee!